Now we're using some of our gel. The gel is really nice. It's a bit thicker gel, but it gives lots of body. It works especially better than a mousse does in hot weather because the humidity may make your mousse a bit sticky feeling, where in the summer months the gel, it really dries clean. So let's blow dry, just randomly blow dry, and make sure that the blower doesn't stay in one spot. You know, just random blow drying, getting the moisture out of that hair. You can start to see we're getting a little lift. We're round brushing. If you notice that I'm working down the back with my brush, I'm just rolling outward because I'm pulling that hair out from the scalp, not actually curling it. Because a lot of time hair wants to lay flat to the scalp, and this way it just pushes it out, especially with a little bit of our nice body gel. Now we're working up into the crown area. You notice how I'm holding the blower, using a vent brush now to really flatten the shape out. The nice thing about the round brush, it's got a metal insert, so it holds heat, and it really does a nice job of smoothing the hair. Again, forming the hair with the blow dryer and the round brush, flattening the hair out. You can see now the shape is really coming on, very strong. Again, let's get back to some scissor work. Let's clean up around the hairline. I'm going to backhand with the scissors. Again, tilt the client over using a big comb, and now we're just thrashing into that hair, because now you can see if you've made any mistakes during your haircut. And also, we're reducing some weight. We want a really nice, soft, sexy shape. So by reducing that weight, that hair is going to move a whole lot nicer, and also make the haircut look even stronger. Come up the next side. You can see the angle, because remember, some of that at the perimeter is just disconnected, so just leave it be. We're going now up behind the ear, and now we're going right into the crown area, just like clockwork. You can see now when you brush it down, the beautiful shape it's giving you. The other thing here is that when you're doing this technique, you're also softening up the perimeter, because you don't want that blunt at all. So just going through, chop into the shape, push it back down, assess, begin to take some more out. Now we're over by the temple area, up into the center, continuing to cut some weight. Now we're over at the bang area. We're going to loosen that whole fringed area up front. Working back. You can feel the waves. One thing that's really important when you're cutting hair is you've got to feel what you're doing. Looks absolutely beautiful. So again, let's start the next side. Up the center. Reducing the weight. Again, you can feel where it feels awful thick. Big comb, especially a big comb, because we don't want any tension. We just want to glide right through that hair. Silky smooth at this point is a great choice because it'll flatten that cuticle down, and lots of shine, and doesn't have any oily feel at all to it. Just will dry very clean. Again, get the motion with your hands, scissor and comb. Up into the center. Again, now working the perimeter in the front. You can see where we've cut out around the temple area there and on the hairline. Continuing to pull up to the center, reduce the weight. Make sure that, we always want to cut a strong shape before we start doing a lot of texture. Because if you try to make a haircut out of texture, you just lose the shape. You can see how nice that hair is now moving. Now we want to use some faux finish. Remember, faux finish is a dry matte finish with some hairspray, because with the hairspray, with the wax faux finish or separator, you can adjust the amount of hold that you get. You want to hair it out a little bit. Now run it through the hair. And again, remember, the idea behind a dry matte finish is just to do some separation to the hair. We're not adding any weight, just so you can visually see the texture that we've done. Now, important, if you really want to make that hair look a little bit different, shoot a little bit of the slicker, spray shine through it, spray it in front of the nozzle. Adds a little bit of weight and shine and separation.